Well, it's the final game in the group stages of the Virtue Trophy for these two. The winner tonight, whether that is after 90 minutes or after penalties, will be heading through to the knockouts. And then you are only 4 matches away from Wembley. And both sets of supporters for Bromley and Wimbledon have had some pretty unbelievable recent memories when it comes to Wembley. So it's winner takes all in this evening's matchup. Good ball in, nice header, and an early test for Wimbledon's defence. And Nicky Kabamba really wasn't too far away at all from seeing that one nestle in that bottom corner. Well, he has named a really strong lineup here this evening, Johnny Jackson, and perhaps the worst thing for this group would be suffering a defeat here. Bit of wrestling with the Bromley attack and the Wimbledon defence, and now a chance for Hagford to burst through. He shows good strength, and then he shows real composure in front of goal too. And Wimbledon, who've rarely threatened in this game, march right through the middle. Hagford scores, and the away side lead. And you would have to say it was a bit too easy for Hagford to steal a march through here. Right in between the two centre-backs. And it's a lovely finish. But Carl Cameron will feel here that he should have done a bit more to hold off his man. Bromley 0, Wimbledon 1. Fed around the corner by Seddon. And now Maycock twisting. And Seddon continues his run for Wimbledon here. And it's a very good ball in. Lovely build-up here. Nice give and go from Seddon. Just couldn't connect with a teammate. Bauer lost that one in the air. I think he was a bit more concerned about Kabamba. And the referee didn't like that, and neither did the Bromley players. And we're going to get our first card of the evening. Well, we know what Bromley will do, the direct route again. And Smith here was a bit high with the boot. And that's a very good save. McDonald watched it all the way. Well, it was a decent enough free kick, but it was well watched by goalkeeper Joe McDonald. All of the pressure is coming from his team at the moment. And the Brentford loanee Crowhouse again trying to be the one to open up some room for a cross into the penalty area. Alunga's won another corner. Well, it's gone deep. There is a chance for Cameron, and he sends in the equaliser. Well, peeling away to celebrate is Odeteu. He claims he got the final touch. Cameron makes the burst. Nobody really tracks the run. Harbottle backtracking, but it all comes a bit too late. And then Odeteu stooping in inside the 6-yard box is the one who claims the goal. Cameron is able to get to that one and clear away. Well, Wimbledon were looking for the whistle. One doesn't arrive. McDonald had a bit of work to do there. I think he was expecting that one to head towards the opposite corner. There's a yellow card that goes the way of Joe Lewis here. He was anticipating a whistle for the ball going over the line. And Kabamba was able to get the shot away. Must have said something to the referee that wasn't to his liking. Hackford is the goal scorer for Wimbledon. He's claiming that that was a foul, and the referee was seeing if there was an advantage that would materialise. There wasn't one, and it's going to be a free kick for Wimbledon. Seddon's delivery is not cleared, and Orsi is waiting. And he can only lift over the top of the bar when he looked destined to score. Well, it bounced really kindly here for Orsi, and the smart reaction of the goalkeeper, who came out pretty quickly, is what put him off. Well, it's a big shout for a penalty, waved away here by the referee. Fair to say that Patrick Bauer looks like a fairly guilty man, and perhaps that is why it was outside of the penalty area. Well, Bromley's long throw has gone all the way through the middle. What a chance. And Corey Whiteley, who scored twice last season in both games against Wimbledon in League Two, puts this chance wide. Really quick thinking here by Kabamba. And he saw his man, and Whiteley went sprinting away. Never really caught it, though. Onateu, well, had a bit of a tight spot, goes down under the challenge and wins another free kick. Eifel's ball again to the back of the area. What a chance. What a glorious chance that was. Everything about the set piece was perfect, and the only thing missing was the finish here. Half an hour to go. And Wimbledon continue to deal pretty poorly with Bromley at the back. Another very good opportunity, this time stopped well by the feet of Joe McDonnell. Well, it looked as though this was heading for the bottom corner after brilliant play by Kabamba. Big stretch, though, by the keeper. Here's Riley Harbottle. Now Sasu. Simway with a chance to send the cross in. Brilliant ball, super header. Guided into the corner by Brown. Will that be enough? That's the question to send Wimbledon into the knockouts of the Virtue Trophy. Nicely engineered here by Wimbledon. A Simway with lots of time. It's a brilliant ball, though, right onto the head of Brown. And it's a clever header, flicked beyond the reach of the keeper. Johnny Jackson looking a bit more relaxed after pacing earlier on. His team, as it stands, are heading for the knockout stages. Here is Sasu. And he thought for a moment about sending one into the middle to Amolu. Don't think his manager, Johnny Jackson, would have been too happy with that. He thought better of it. And that should just about take us to the final whistle. Wimbledon hold on here, and it's Johnny Jackson's side who are heading through to the knockout stages of the Virtue Trophy. It was Marcus Brown who would, in the end, provide what was to be the winning goal. It finishes tonight, Bromley 1, Wimbledon 2.
And support tonight, a reminder to join us again this coming Saturday, the 15th of November.